What's up, everybody? I gotta change my battery. What's up, everybody? Byron here from ETA, and I am extremely excited to start this. This is my initial 300 round review of the IWI Masada pistol. This has been a grail gun for me for a very long time. I genuinely don't understand why more people are not talking about this pistol. This is, if you're looking for a full-size gun, this is one of the best bangs for your buck, hands down. Comes with all the optic plates for the most part that you would need, with the exception of an RMSC plate. It does not come with one. I believe that you can purchase them. Anyway, let's just go A to Z on the Masada pistol. First off, this is a beautiful gun. I see this pistol, honestly, most often compared to the HK VP9. We're going to be comparing it to a couple of other pistols as we go along. This is thinner than a Glock 19. So take a look at the width. Okay. It's just a beautiful gun. I'm not generally a FDE fan. I actually really wanted an OD green one. However, they're not available. Here's a Glock 19. Take a look at the difference. You can see the Glock is a little fatter. They both have a 4-inch barrel. This is a 4-inch barrel full-size gun. I have changed out the back strap for the large because it just beautifully fits my hand. This is a fully ambidextrous firearm and 17 round mags. So I just want to show you, most of the time for me with my hands, I run the risk with an ambidextrous firearm of dumping the magazine. I have not had that problem no matter how I grip this gun. This is an exceptionally comfortable firearm in the hand. The ergonomics are rock solid. Again, it baffles me that these are not more popular. Everybody wanted the Masada Slim, right? I still want a Masada Slim. If you're out there and you're in Alabama and you're thinking about rehoming a Masada Slim pistol, reach out to me directly through my website. We'll talk, man, we'll talk. If you're out of state, we'll talk about shipping it to my FFL. We'll figure it out. I've got a Holosun 407C mounted to it, which is an RMR footprint. It does have the solar system on it. It's a very easy to take apart gun. YouTube, this is not modification of the gun. This is just how you clean it. This is normal maintenance. Beautiful trigger. It has a very nice, that is a metal guide rod, captured recoil spring assembly. Very nice barrel. And a very nicely machined slide. Now, also, if you're watching this video and you're somehow offended that I'm reviewing an Israeli pistol, I don't care. They make a damn good gun. This is not about politics. This is just about damn good guns. Okay, now take a look inside the Masada slide. This one uses a Teflon piece in its striker channel, like a Glock, like the Ruger RXM, like the Springfields do. Take a look at the slide. Take a look at the cuts for the grip for anyway, moving on. I would put this on par with any HK VP9 I've ever picked up in my life. And matter of fact, very soon, when I do the full in-depth tabletop on this pistol, this is just my initial impressions. I've only got 300 rounds through the gun, 300 very happy rounds through the gun, I may add. I'm extraordinarily pleased with this pistol. It has absolutely exceeded every expectation that I had for this pistol. I don't hype guns generally. When you see me talk about them and I'm kind of excited about it, it's not because I'm a paid reviewer, far from it. I bought this with my own fucking money. Thank you very much. I'm a grown-ass man. All thoughts are my own. I'm not paid by anybody. But if you would like and sub, it would definitely help me buy more guns. So first thing we're going to talk about is just how nice this feels. It's narrower than a VP9, okay? But it's also very nice. If I was going to conceal carry a full-size firearm and I didn't feel like carrying a Glock 19, which is technically a compact, this technically is a compact firearm as well, as it's only got a 4-inch barrel. However, it is a full-size gun. Also worthy of note, the slide takes down exactly like any Glock you've ever taken down. I'm not going to show you how to do that right now on YouTube. YouTube is very funky. I can show you how to disassemble the gun for cleaning, which I just did. And I'll show you again very quick. Take it, lever down. There you go. This is modular. So I can buy the OD green grip frame from IWI, which I will be here very soon, and I'm going to have my OD green Masada. So if you buy a black one and you want a gray one, or you buy a black one and you want an FDE, or you buy a black one and you want a green one, or in my case, I bought an FDE. It's cool looking, but I really want an OD green. You can just order the OD green grip frame from Masada. They're about 50 to 70 bucks, depending on where you find them. So I am going to be ordering an OD green. Give me just 1 second. There we go. The gun is still new. It's still breaking in. I have not had a single issue out of this pistol whatsoever. The only issues I had out of this pistol were 100% ammo related. I was shooting Winchester white box factory seconds, which are $10 a box out the door with tax and everything. Okay, so hit like and sub, help me grow the channel, and then I can buy better ammo. The trigger on this gun is phenomenal. You got, oops, see what I mean? So you got that little sponge, and then you're at the wall right there. And then a very clean break. Has a little bit of a longer reset than some people would care for, but to be very honest, for a factory trigger, this thing is excellent. Listen to that reset. Tactile, audible reset. Yes, you can hear it on a gun range with other people shooting around you and your earmuffs in, and you can feel it. It's a very nice trigger. For a factory polymer gun, I would even go as far as to call it exceptional. I like the trigger on this better than I like the trigger on the Ross Martin, and the Ross Martin has a very nice trigger. I like the trigger on this as much as I liked the trigger on my Shadow Systems CR920XP. And that's very much a convoluted subject. But overall, very nice gun. Very happy. I'm going to be swapping out the sights for suppressor height sights so that I get a proper co-witness. As it is right now, because of the plate, I do not have a proper co-witness on my iron sights. But if you're running a dot, you just use the dot. You can look across the top of the dot and get a little bit of a sight alignment if you really have to. It is very possible to do with this. I'm just throwing it out there. If you buy the tactical version, it's got suppressor height sights already on it and a threaded barrel. That's the only difference between this and the tactical. The Masada Slim is a 3.5-inch barrel, so it's a little bit shorter. It's quite a bit skinnier and a little bit less in the grip. It's more of a micro compact. The only one that I've ever had a chance to handle, which I wish to God I would have bought, it's neither here nor there. It felt on par with a Shield Plus 4 size. But this, the Masada full size, I like it. This is a very nice gun. If you're looking for a very reliable, fairly economical choice, this is a good choice. It is skinny enough that you could tuck this, pardon me. It's skinny enough that you can carry this inside the waistband or outside the waistband. If you have a duty holster, for example, if you're a police officer, this would be a very good choice of gun. It is an exceptionally accurate firearm. And this is, and I do not say this lightly, this is a fairly lightweight gun. It's 23 ounces. Okay, and it's a full-size gun at 23 ounces, I may add. 17 round magazines. You can pick up new magazines. They're about $21 a pop, give or take, so they're not particularly horrible. You are getting the CZ pattern magazines. However, you cannot use a P07 magazine, although you may be able to use the P10F full-size magazines with this. I don't have any P10F full-size magazines floating around. Do that what you will. Personally, for 21 bucks, I'm just going to buy more of the factory and never have to think about it. Overall, very nice gun, very good ergonomics. It's got a white 3-dot sight system, which is, it's okay. I would prefer if it had blacked out rear sights and a front white dot or a front orange dot. In my case, when I swap these out, I'm going to put tritium sights in it and just be done with it. Overall, very, very, very well done gun. There are a lot of reviews going back 5 years on this gun. This happens to be the most up-to-date version of this pistol. There's your rattle. So there's your rattle test. I don't know what that proves. I just like doing it. But as you can see, I've got mechanic size XL, 2XL is like a skin tight fit for me, is a 2XL. So I've got quite large hands, and you can see that I've got a very good grip on the gun. If you are more of the modern thumbs high, thumbs dragging on the slide, you can do that as well. If you're a gas pedal guy, you can use a takedown lever effectively as a gas pedal. I don't like the gas pedal concept personally, but you do you. We don't kink shame here at ETA Wheels. Overall, this is a very economical. These can be had under 500 bucks all over the place. And they come in black, OD green, gray, and FDE. So I went home with the FDE. I really wanted the OD green. What do? So I'm going to order an OD green frame at some point in the future when I get to the 1,000 rounds, and we'll talk about it. Take a look under here. You can see that it is very nicely cut for your hand. This trigger guard does not bother your shooting hand in any way. You will not get Glock knuckle from this gun. Absolutely zero slide bite. Even if you're all the way up on the gun, there is no slide bite whatsoever. The recoil impulse from this gun is, I can't describe it. If you've ever fired a CZ, you'll know what I'm talking about, especially if you've ever fired a P01, or if you've ever fired a CZ75 steel frame, or a P07, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same. It's just a nice little pop, and then you're right back down on target. You can rip a 17 round magazine and your dot will more or less stay on the target without a compensator, without anything fancy. This is an incredibly ergonomic, very well designed gun. It does come installed with the medium, and then there's a small and a large back strap. I've got the large installed. It just has that nice little extra flare for me that lets me lock my palm in, whereas with the medium, I was a little bit more forward and a little bit closer. So what the back strap does on this pistol, more so than any other adjustable backstrap pistol I've ever had, it changes your length of pull a little bit so that your interaction with the trigger is a little bit better. Shooting this one-handed, left-handed, right-handed, very easy to do if you have to transition over. The texturing is very nice. It's not moving in my hand at all. Were I to actually carry this for like a duty type of situation, I would potentially look at adding a little bit of grip here on the smoother sides. Again, that's just me. I found that even when my hands got a little sweaty at the range, I didn't have any problems with it. I ran 300 rounds through this gun within an hour, and it was not too hot to touch. Also want to show you something really cool. Normally, I'm not a big loaded chamber indicator guy. However, you see that little red right there by my finger? That is your loaded chamber indicator, okay? Very easy to use, very simple. If you're operating the gun, even with the optic, you can just look right at the side and you see just a little sliver of red right there. It's kind of hard to come out on camera. See if we can get it to come out here. Change the angle a little. Yeah, you can just barely see it right above where my pinky's pointing, right at the forward right edge of the optic. It's just a little red, nothing major. It's not like the Ross Martin cocking indicator that's just there staring you in the face like a Cyclops. It's there if you need it. Me personally, I never use a loaded chamber indicator. Just do a press check and go about my business. I had the optic zeroed within 35 rounds. So whether that's a testament to my ability to bore sight an optic or I just got lucky, I don't know. If you're wearing gloves, there's lots of room to fire with gloves. You can absolutely shoot this in the winter with gloves. It's a full-size gun with a 17 round flush fit magazine that you could very easily carry every day. If this was going to be your only gun and you were going to tell me that I was going to buy one gun and I was never going to buy another gun, this would be the first recommendation I have for you, followed by a Glock 19 or Ruger RXM. This is an excellent choice of a first firearm. This is an excellent choice for a second, third, fourth, fifth, or 100th firearm. Entry level, like competition, this would be a very good choice for you. The only thing that would make it better for competition is if you got a slightly extended barrel and you put a compensator on the end of it like a Radium Ramjet, which I don't know if they make one for the Masada or not. But honestly, the recoil impulse is so mild with this gun. If you're a first-time shooter or you're an experienced shooter, this is a damn good gun, okay? It's very well designed, very comfortable, and you can get the gun brand new in the box with the optic and have everything you need except ammo and a holster for $700. Shop around, shop smart. I'm going to tell you that when you beat this pin out down here, this is the pin that you have to remove. It's a roll pin. If you don't have a roll pin punch, don't start beating that pin out. Buy a roll pin punch set and punch it out. You need a 2.5 millimeter roll pin, okay? Harbor Freight, they have them. Northern Tool and Equipment, they have them. Amazon, they have them. You want me to send you a link for a set? I'll send you a link for a set down in the description below. Overall, dollar for dollar, of all of the firearms I've tested in the last 2 years, this has absolutely been one of the best I've run. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an IWI fanboy, and I'm not just saying that because I'm, oh, what's the word we're looking for? The CZ is like the hipster Glock, right? This is like the rockabilly Glock, okay? If you want to look at it that way. Very good materials. Everything on the gun is solid. I have no doubt that if this were the only gun I owned, that I would be a very happy firearm owner, okay? They do have short triggers that you can buy if you want a shorter reset. I don't feel the need for it personally. I mean, that's a solid. And you're there. You hear that. You hear the ping. You hear the reset. It's great. And just, that is about a 5-pound trigger, which for a combat-oriented firearm is excellent. There is a company that makes aftermarket triggers for this that are about a 3.5-pound trigger. You do you, if that's your thing. The only thing I would like to see an improvement on is I would love to see an aluminum trigger. Simply because I like aluminum triggers. Not because I feel it's needed or it's necessary or anything like that. I just think it would be awesome. So, sum it up. Who's this gun for? First time firearm owner? Yes. Concealed carry and you want a full-size gun? This is a very excellent choice. It's not too fat. If you're into lights, you can hang a light off of it. Clearly, you can mount an optic on it. Smooth. I mean, just listen. Okay, you can kind of hear how smooth that is. Now we'll do the Ruger RXM. Hear how smooth that is. Okay. Glock 48. Not in the same category for smoothness. Ross Martin. You can hear the crunch. No crunch, butter smooth, and just, you are gonna buy this gun and autistically cycle it, I promise. Dry fire, excellent. Reset, excellent. And of all of the guns that I've tried over the last year, only the Shadow Systems and Smith & Wesson have I been able to shoot as fast as I can shoot this out of the box. As fast as you want to run this gun, you can dump 17 rounds very, very, very accurately and very, very quickly, okay? All in all, excellent firearm, excellent first gun, excellent second gun, extra 1000th gun. If you're looking to get into USAPA, this is a very good platform to start with. Magazines are inexpensive, replacement parts are available. It is just an all-around awesome gun. I really hope that IWI starts producing some of the different grip modules other than the different colors. Like maybe they come up with a little bit of a smaller grip frame, but not as small as the Masada. That would be pretty dope. Or maybe even they come out with a Commander like Mischief Machine. Maybe Mischief Machine will create a Commander aluminum frame for the Masada pistol. And that would be pretty dope. Because then you would have everything that you love on the 1911 with everything that you love on a striker-fired pistol. And I did mention that it is ambidextrous. Just want to show you. It is fully ambidextrous. Slide release, excellent. Just an excellent design. Right? It's a little stiff. Okay, let me remove the magazine. So, you can manipulate the gun left-handed or right-handed. I have fired it left and I have fired it right. And as far as ergonomically firing from the left hand, the Shield Plus, I shoot much better left-handed. Again, I've got thousands of rounds through that gun. I've got 300 through this one. I'm still getting to know it. Expect further in-depth review in a 1,000 round review update in the future. This is Byron. This is the Masada. And we're continuing our March Madness filming with a couple of holster reviews. Later.